Hello everyone. In spite of the market situation, I hope things are going well for you. First, I'd like to announce the winner of our previous contest for the price of Bitcoin on February 1st. And the winner is a guy from Germany, Herr Schneidenbach. He predicted 79K and Bitcoin's closing price was 78,998. Please get in touch with me. My email is in the description. As you may remember, we currently still have another contest running to guess the price of Bitcoin on May 1st, and the winner will get a free analysis of their natal chart. You can leave your guess in the comments. There are a few days in March that Bitcoin looks pretty good, but after the 20th, we may face a challenging period, and that's because Saturn, the planet of restriction, will align with Bitcoin's moon, but also form a tense angle to Bitcoin's Mars. But first, I would like us to take a look at a couple of important days in March. Until March 20th, Mercury, the planet of intellect and communication, will be retrograde in the sign of Pisces. Well, this complicates things because Mercury is about logical thinking and does not function well in dreamy Pisces. That can bring lack of clarity, confusion, and uncertainty. We may not be sure what's real and what's not, so be aware of any news or information you hear during this time. It's also best to leave any major decisions until after March 20th. Not because something bad will happen, but because you might change your mind later. As always, with Mercury retrograde, expect some delays and miscommunication. We say one thing and people understand something else. So try to be clear in your communication and try not to worry too much. Around the days of March 15th, Mercury will align with Mars. Well, during these couple of days, it's best to avoid any rash decisions and be cautious with your words, what you say and how you say it, because you may say something and regret it later. If you're planning to start something new, I would suggest waiting until after March 20th. When Mercury is retrograde, it's best to revise and complete old projects than start new ones. Then on March 3rd, there is a full moon eclipse in Virgo. And eclipses are really important in astrology because they are points of change. But this one is making a very positive angle to Jupiter, and that suggests a completion, an ending, that will give us a sense of relief. But since it occurs in the sign of Virgo, this may be related to work, our daily habits, or any health matters. This eclipse applies to all of us, but mainly for those born 2 or 3 days before or after March 3rd, September 7th, December 4th, and June the 3rd. There are also a couple of days where we need to be cautious with money, and that's between March 7th and 9th. Even though these days are quite positive, there are nice angles with Jupiter, Venus, the planets of love and money, will align with Neptune and Saturn. This combination can create unrealistic expectations, so it's best to avoid any major financial decisions or any financial risks during these days. Now let's look at Bitcoin. My friends, take a moment and please press the like button because it helps my channel. And remember that this is not a financial advice. As we all know, when there is a downturn, it's a great time to invest. I'm not saying you should because I'm not a financial advisor, but if you're thinking of investing, it's a great time to get your personal predictions. I will also begin working on my next future predictions for Bitcoin for the months of May, June, and July. But this time, I will include a general focus for the rest of the year as well. If you like more information, feel free to get in touch with me. My email is in the description. For Bitcoin, as I mentioned earlier, there are some good days, but after mid-March, we may face a potential situation. It's a challenging situation due to the alignment of Saturn, the planet of reality and restriction, with Bitcoin's moon, and also Saturn forms a tense angle to Bitcoin's Mars. This could mean a period of the price going sideways or a correction. We never had this before because it only occurs every about 29 years. So I don't have any previous reference of what happened last time. Well, the good news is that at the same time, Pluto, which is associated with power, forms a positive angle to Saturn. This suggests that the price pressure is probably not random. Maybe there is some form of manipulation going on, and perhaps whales or other large organizations are buying during this period. But let's start from the beginning. I also like to remind you that there are many aspects forming, but I'm just mentioning just a couple. During the first days, there aren't any strong positive aspects, so my guess is that the price will either move sideways or there is going to be a correction. Now, from March 3rd to the 9th, things look better, and that's because Venus forms positive angles to Jupiter, but also Mercury, Mars, and Mars to Bitcoin's Mars. After the 9th or maybe 10th, things may change due to some challenging aspects involving the Sun and Venus. It's really difficult to say with certainty, but until around the 20th, the price may continue going sideways or there could be a further correction. There are a couple of days that things look better, and that's from March 22nd to the 24th, so the price may rise during these couple of days. However, from the 25th to the 29th, there are plenty of tense angles that suggest a further correction. On March 30th, we may see the price start to improve, but I do not expect a major move yet. Well, that's it, my friends. I wish I had better news for you. I really wish you a nice month. Thank you and take care. Bye.